Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here. What I got for you today is another flight of the MJX X400. But what I got that's different today is I got a new camera mount for my 808 number 16 V3 keychain camera with a D wide angle lens, very important. One of my viewers suggested, instead of rubber bands, using these new Velcro cable straps that are available, cable ties that they're cheap and widely available. I got a whole roll of this stuff at Walmart for about $3.80, more than I'll ever use in my lifetime. I think it was like 80 yards of this stuff, but it actually is very good. Thank you for whoever suggested that. It holds that camera much more securely than the cheap rubber band. I was using asparagus rubber bands, I believe. But this is a much better way to attach the 808 to the quadcopter. And I want to fly it today just to evaluate its performance in reducing jello effects. I'm hoping this will be a much more firm mount for the camera, hopefully to reduce that jello. And let's give it a flight and see how it performs. I particularly like the X400 because it is a very stable platform in beginner's mode, yet is very acrobatic in advanced and intermediate mode. But again, in beginner's mode, this thing is about as stable as the X5C. So this should be an excellent quadcopter for aerial video that I could be using in the future here. And I plan on using in the future if this works out well. So let's give it a flight and see how this new camera mount works. One other thing, for the camera mount, I put a piece of cardboard and thin packing foam between the camera and the quadcopter body. The reason, and also on that piece of cardboard, I have a little sliver of double-sided tape to make sure that this camera doesn't slide out from under this Velcro strap. And another thing is that foam would hopefully dampen any vibrations from the propellers. Okay, let's give it a flight and see how it performs. Okay, the camera is on, binding to the quadcopter. There's my other quadcopter I was flying today, Gort, DM007. Look for that video too, folks. Okay, quadcopter's bound. I'm in beginner's mode. Let's take it for a flight. And right away I need to do some trimming for it. There we go. I had to trim that there for the to balance that camera where it's located. In the future, I'm going to double check that I have it installed right in the center of the quadcopter. But this is the quadcopter flying with the new mount for it. The Velcro mount. Okay, I'm going to put it in hover. Let it go into hover. There's a wind up there. And I'm going to go forward pitch a bit. I think it was entering a little bit of vortex ring state there, but there it is in hover. Let's rotate it a bit. Okay, forward pitch. The wind's taking it off the field here. Let's go to the upwind side of the field. And then we'll let it float back again. I get very good range with this transmitter on this X400, as you can see here. I'm up about 100 meters, I'm guessing. Rotating the quadcopter slowly. And the wind changes direction again. That is so weird. There's just whiffs of wind up there. Now I'm heading upwind again. Position it over this section of the field. Maybe I'm 120 meters up. The range on this thing is very good. I don't want to go above 400 feet. We all know that. I'm trying to keep it. I don't want to go any higher. Rotating. Watch that wind blow that thing around up there. Okay, now it's blowing backwards this way. Okay, I'm about 80 meters up, I'm guessing now. Let's go to the far end of the field. And I'm going to reduce throttle to start bringing it down. I'm kind of high. Really good range on this transmitter, folks. Slowly reducing throttle some more. Seems to want to climb. Turning, 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 slowly turning. Slant distance to the thing is about 120 meters right now, I'm guessing. I got to reduce the throttle a lot more. It's doing some translational lift from my forward movement there. I was climbing. Reducing throttle some more. Now it appears to be coming downward. But again, excellent range with this transmitter. I don't know what the max range on it is, really. I haven't flown out of range of it yet. Again, I got to talk my wife into going with me into the desert and going down one of the dirt roads out here, and we'll measure it out. Okay, I'm going to leave it at about that level there. Let's see if I can go around the pylon over there. That's about 80 meters away, 80 to 100. There's the range. That's the horizontal range. Actually, that's the battery. Okay, that's the time you get lifting the 808 keychain camera. Okay, and the range there's about 120 meters. I'm going to pace it on the way back. I'll let you know. And also I'll measure it out on Google Maps and included an overlay right here telling you what the range is. Yeah, that battery's done. So, carrying it, ooh, it just took off into the air. Maybe that battery's not done. Hold on. I don't know what that was. It just hopped in the air on me. Here, I'm going to pick up the pace, folks. Oh, I guess that was the range. So now we know what the range is. Because I still got power on this quadcopter. I'm going to fly it back. That was horizontal range. Vertical range, you usually get much more climb or vertical range up and down because you get some reflection of the signal off the ground. But straight horizontal, that's what I got. Still got battery power, and I will fly it until I lose that battery power. Actually, no, I won't. I don't want to break this quadcopter. I'm flying kind of high. Oh heck, I'm doing a beginner's dummy thing. Flying into the sun. There it is. Hi, I'm outstanding in the field. I'm going to bring it overhead and check the lights. The lights are still steady. Still got some more flight time on this thing. But I hope this mount has greatly reduced the jello. We'll find out here in post-production, won't we? Okay, I'm about 40 meters up. Okay, that's Let's go to high rate mode now. How do I do that on this thing? Oh, this button here. This is intermediate mode. I'll keep it in intermediate mode because I don't want to do auto flipping with this camera on it. Do some high speed runs with the camera. See if there's any vibration effects in high speed. Well, you see any jello? Okay, there's the battery. I guess that's the flight time carrying the 808. Well, that was an interesting flight, folks. I hope I learned something here today. Learned the maximum horizontal range that I want to try to keep this quadcopter within. I still don't know the maximum vertical, and I don't think I ever will go for the maximum vertical because that's likely over 400 feet, and we all know we don't want to go above 400 feet. Okay, this is Quadcopter 101 at Satellite Lake, Ridgecrest, California. Hope you enjoyed this flight.